Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to the final day of our LEGO DC Comics Week podcast.
Today we're covering possibly the best movie out of the franchise, Cosmic Clash.
This time they face Brainiac, a super intelligent, invulnerable machine whose mad quest endangers all life in the galaxy. And Brainiac zaps Superman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern to different places in time. The race is on for Batman and the Flash to reassemble the Justice League. Justice League assemble!
Yes! And we actually rented this one summer from Redbox because we seem to find all of the newest Lego movies or specials they have at that place. Mm-hmm. And what's funny is that half the time they're better than the live action movies. They seem to have more of the charm of when you watch the original Justice League animated series, but it still has a silly take, but you can still take it seriously.
Mm-hmm. And this one had a really good plot. It was very different from any of the other Lego DC movies, and it was really fun to watch and see how everything unfolded.
Right. And then for each one, they always had a different villain in it, so it wasn't just the same one coming back. It was always different ones from the different superhero sides, and you got to see how they would face off the entire league. They wouldn't just have that one arch nemesis you'd have in the comics, like one they had Darkseid, one they had Reverse Flash, one they had Ocean Master. Mm-hmm. It was always different every time, but yet the whole Justice League had to fight them. Mm-hmm. And even though, and the lengths of them weren't even, they didn't go on too long, and they weren't like 20-minute or 30-minute specials. Right. They would go on to be nearly 90 minutes. And in that time, they would have a lot going on in that span of time for getting it, and then by the time it's over, you're like, what? That's it?
So, it was really fun having multiple characters in this movie, and it was fun that this one had a little more, I would say it was the darkest of all of the DC Lego movies, because most of them have like Robin being an idiot, or characters that normally are more serious, like the Batman character who's brooding. Will Arnett hilariously voices him.
Yeah, like what they do in the theatrical film. Yeah,
right. And it was just a different feel for this one. And again, the plot was really great, and it was interesting to see how everything unfolded. So let's tell them a little about the voice acting cast.
Right. So for this one, we had Troy Baker as Batman. Which is surprising. He actually does it pretty well. We had Nolan North,
the Superboy,
right, as the Superman. Grey Griffin was a Wonder Woman.
Jessica DeChico.
Yeah, she was Supergirl, and she's definitely different from the one you see like in the Arrowverse one. So they always do different takes. This one's just more peppy because she was a cheerleader. So everything was a freaking cheer.
And Josh Keaton as Green Lantern,
which was a shout out to his role in the 2011 Green Lantern series, so they just brought him back for that.
As the Hal.
Right, the Hal Jordan one. It was hilarious because now that Voltron is out, now all I could hear was just Shiro. Like, Shiro joined the Justice League?
Yes. And it wasn't full on Shiro, because Shiro, he digs down for the Shiro voice. But yeah, you could hear this is Shiro coming through.
Maybe, I guess this might be his regular voice, because there's like very little difference between his regular voice, the Hal Jordan voice, and the Shiro voice. So it was kind of hard to tell, like, which one's his regular?
Shiro's deeper and more fatherly.
Okay.
Hence the space down.
Right. And then Phil Lamar as Brainiac. Like, oh my gosh. Yuri Lowenthal, Ben 10
as Cosmic Boy.
As part of the Legion of Superheroes. You also had Andy Milder as Lightning Lad. You had Phil Morris as Vandal Savage before he became immortal. Carrie Payne was once again Cyborg.
A different sort of version of Cyborg.
Yeah, that's a nice way of
like
putting
the Teen Titans Go Cyborg.
Yeah, that's kind of like the basis of Cyborg now, unless it's the live action one. Yeah, Jason Spizak, aka Kid Flash, as Captain Fear. Like, okay, but you can come up with a better name than that.
James Arnold Taylor as Flash, who you know as Johnny Test, and I love Johnny Test.
Yeah.
But you could hear Johnny Test coming out of Flash.
Right. That explains his personality, the Flash personality in the Lego universe. And then lastly, Carrie Walgren as Saturn Girl, as another member of the Legion of Superheroes.
Now, we don't know if you've actually seen the Legion of Superheroes. We have. We got a DVD for $1 for a few of the initial episodes, and then we were able to see more of the series on Amazon Prime a couple of years ago, and it was really great. It was really, really good as far as the premise for that show, which we will cover in another podcast, not going too far, of course.
Right. And for this one, the plot, like I said, was pretty complex for a Lego movie. Usually the ones follow a basic plot or basic formula. It doesn't dump down anything. It's just they're really simple, really fun. This one had a lot going on in just 78 minutes. You had the time travel element. You had the going back and forth between the past and the present and the future. Because they went to the caveman period to rescue Wonder Woman.
Right.
They went to a pirate era to rescue Green Lantern. And then they went to the future to rescue Superman.
Right.
And what was really creative is that they all put them in this element will be the opposite or what would match the personalities. Like Wonder Woman was the reason the Amazons, started way back in the Stone Age. And they had with Green Lantern where he always said he wasn't afraid of anything, and then without the ring, he was afraid of everything. And they kind of got sort of amnesia when they got misplaced in time.
It was almost like a reverse of the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
One needed courage, one needed a brain.
Yeah, which one needed a brain? Right? But, and then Batman being Batman knew how to solve everything. And that's usually like the running gag for the Lego franchise for the Justice League stuff. Everyone kind of had their own thing. The running gag for Batman is he's always serious. He always has a plan. He always can figure out everything. He always knows a solution to everything. Even when it's on the spot and you're wondering, how the heck do you do that? He somehow figures out, oh, we'll just do this and then I'll figure it. This is a result of so-and-so and then this is what we need to do to fix it. It's like, this just happened. How do you have a plan already?
He's Batman. And then here you also had Flash, who was actually the power source.
Right.
He had to keep running. And he couldn't stop.
Right.
Yeah.
To keep the Batmobile in the time period. And he was getting tired constantly because he couldn't stop and everything was trying to eat him. He was getting hungry. Seagulls were attacking him for no reason.
He was hungry. He always has to eat to keep up his speed.
Right.
So this was a really different take. He, trying to creatively get him fed to keep him from powering down.
Right.
And stopping.
Now for the other Justice League members, like they had Wonder Woman and we had Superman. They kind of kept this little, I think they were kind of referencing like other incarnations. They weren't, idiotic or anything. They were just kind of lax because they were fun little Legos. Of course, they want to have fun. They're playing hide and seek.
Right.
And they're playing hide and seek in their spare time. and one of the fun part is that even in the beginning, when they had the little Justice League intro, they reference all these different shows from all these different heroes. Like you see the Justice League intro from the original TV show. You see Wonder Woman do the little spin and the bracelet things from her show. You see the Batman BTAS series for Batman's intro. You see the Superman series intro. You got the Green Lantern reference intro. It was just referencing all their shows and everything just for a little 30-second or 60-second intro for the movie. So
great.
They already put a lot of effort into that. You can imagine what they did for the movie itself.
Right. And one of the favorite parts that you brought that up when Brainiac was pointing out their powers, and he said Wonder Woman's jewelry.
Yes, the bracelet, the Superwoman, and then the Green Lantern, his little ring is his super strength, super speed, super truth, and a super jewelry, and then for Green Lantern. I'm like, oh, really?
Sorry, I thought it was Wonder Woman.
Oh, no, it's fine. I thought it was Wonder Woman, too.
Right.
She's got the bracelet, so that's easy to get confused on. And for Brainiac, this version was definitely different from the ones we've seen. Brainiac was always a serious villain, and in different times, it's different things when he's taking over the Earth. In one version, like I said, he just wants all knowledge of all of the Earth, and then he destroys them. And like I said, his programming malfunctions. And others, it was meant to give Superman advice about his planet when he reached Earth and it was malfunctioning. This one, he was just meant to be like the source of knowing everything about the universe when needed. But he went to, when something went wrong in this program, this version kind of went a little crazy and kind of had some sort of fanboy collection glitch where he was collecting planets. He would scan all the contents of it, and then he would shrink down the planet and then have it a little organized like you would do a comic book collection. He's got this weird way it's supposed to be organized. Like for instead of D through Z, his pronunciation like from Z to Earth. It's like what was this another alien?
Will Ferrell land there.
Like what the? But yeah, and then they had a whole planet of Brainiacs. Brainiac 1.1, 1.2, Brainiac 1.3.
And they were arguing with each other.
Right, and this one was superior to all the other Brainiacs. Like, why is he always the superior one? Like, oh, you know, you got attitude. Now Brainiac's 1 point whatever got attitude.
So, again, this is one of the most interesting ones. You're right. This is the best one in terms of plot and story and having so many characters from that universe. And as you said, different subplots going on at one time. So if this is something you have not seen yet, you really need to see Cosmic Clash.
Yes, it's one of the the best ones out of this franchise, like you just said.
And it's available right now on demand on cable if you happen to have it.
Right.
And then Netflix also has some of the Legos movies, including the new Black Panther DC.
Right, for Marvel.
Black Panther Marvel.
Yeah, well, they actually got both Marvel and DC, including like the Batman Beleaguered and others. They don't have the whole collection,
right? But
they have a few if you want to get started. You don't have to watch them in a certain order. It's not really a continuity, but it's still fun just to sit and watch them. And it has a lot of effort into it, more than some of the other live action stuff we got. So
right, and that's absolutely true. You don't have to see one before you see another. They're all individual little movies that are fun. And if anybody has seen the Marvel Black Panther Lego, let us know. We'll be watching that within the next few days.
Right. So, like I said, and you can also purchase Cosmic Clash on DVD or Blu-ray and get little bitty action figures as a bonus, even though it's not any of the Justice League.
And that's what's really fun about a lot of these Lego movies. Even when we got the Batman one, it was Batman Unlimited, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, they had a little
a bonus figure. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. If you get this little combo pack, you get a little bonus figure depending on which movie you get. Sometimes it's Batman or a Justice League member or Robin or something.
Right.
So you always get something new each time.
So leave them in the package so they remain a collectible.
Right. So, be sure to check this out and the other 6 Lego DC Comics movies we have covered, because they are super fun whether you watch them in order, random order, or just if you want to have a laugh at the vast universe that is the Lego DC Comics. That's right. Thank you so much for joining us this week, and look forward to our next themed week, which will keep us a surprise till it comes up. So, I'm Oscar Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.
Flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. With her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket, give it to you later on.